Hey guys, it's day 2. I'm out for a nice walk and I wanted to talk to you about the cost of losing yourself today. And so many of us don't know who we are anymore and we don't really talk about it. It can feel like the person you used to be has quietly slipped away, and the danger of this can be that if we're not careful, we can put a lot of time and effort into serving an old version of ourselves. Things like life changes, trauma, and day-to-day living can impact this. Let me explain to you. Life changes, like a big move or a new job or the end of a relationship, can shake our sense of identity. And whether we like to admit it or not, a lot of the time our identities are more externalized than we think. So when a life change happens, these shifts force us to adapt so quickly that we lose sight of what makes us feel like us. Trauma is another thing that can have an even deeper impact. So when something distressing happens, our brain's survival mode kicks in. You know, that part of the brain that's responsible for self-reflection and for decision making. It takes a complete backseat and it can leave us feeling disconnected from ourselves and others. And then there's the daily grind of being everything to everyone. When your identity revolves around meeting others' needs, it's really easy to forget who you are outside of those roles. Oh, can you hear the doggy? So if you're feeling lost, which I've very much felt actually over the last few months, it can be really hard to know where to begin. And the good news is that our brain is actually resilient and you really can connect with yourself. So here are 3 small but powerful steps that I've actually used recently to help when feeling lost. So the first one is pause and get curious. And I know that sounds a bit strange, but just take a moment to ask yourself, what feels meaningful to me right at the moment? So it could be anything really, from a hobby to something that you value. It can even be a memory actually that makes you feel really happy. It makes you feel like you. So write down whatever it is and whatever comes to mind, and it doesn't matter how small it is. The second thing is to tune into your senses. So spend a few minutes grounding yourself in the present moment. So maybe do it once you finish listening to this, but notice what you can see, what you can hear, what you can smell, touch, or even taste around you. Going outside's great because I can hear the birds and the dogs and whatever else is around, but it really grounds you into the present moment. And I think people don't actually get the process of grounding. But if you're an overthinker or you get overwhelmed a lot, simple practices like grounding can help really quiet a busy mind and bring you back to yourself. And number 3 is about protecting your energy. And this is really important, especially, where we've just had a really busy Christmas period. I really love this practice, and I often get clients to keep an energy journal. It helps to pay attention to what drains you and what restores you. You'll hear me say this a lot, but start small. So choose one thing to let go of or say no to this week. It's absolutely not about shutting yourself out from others. It's just about making space for what matters to you. So rediscovering yourself, it does take time, but every step is worth it. And this 50-day journey is here to guide you. So I'll see you tomorrow for day 3.